What's going on, people? David Durain. Welcome to No Frontier. When I'm not traveling, I have my moving service that I've been doing for over a decade. So I wanted to show you a different perspective. I am originally from New York City, but I've been living upstate for a long time, on and off. So I just wanted to compare what you can get in a major city like in New York, and then if you just detour maybe 2 to 3 hours, what you might be able to get, and then people can always compare like their profession or what they can make, etc. So for starters, there's a huge backyard back there. I'll take you out there in a moment. And at the very end, I'll tell you what the rent is for this place, as well as what I used to pay when I lived in New York City. So this is the solarium right here. So to give an idea, I can have my full wingspan plus a half is the size of this room, right? You're not gonna have much in there. And this is the kitchen. You see the cabinetry right here, all the way around. There's up-to-date appliance. Forget about the dirt. My cleaners will clean this out in a few days, as well as, it's gonna look better, but it's up-to-date appliances all around. So this is the kitchen. And someone actually can put a small table in here. So that's pretty good. You do have space for that if you need it. Not a large table. And this is the living room right here, which has a nice old school, like panoramic window right there. So I think that's cool. Then you have the lower level / basement, if you will. And there's a fireplace, right? So you guys can chill there. There's carpet and everything like that. Posters of the Beatles, etc. And I don't know if I mentioned it, but like I said, this is a 3-bedroom. So here's the master bedroom. And my client, he was only living here by himself. He has 2 children, 2 adult children. So this is the master bedroom. And he had like a queen or king right here in the center. And he was able to have 2 nightstands on each corner. And there was a big wire rack where he organized his clothes. He had a mini fridge up in here. So it's pretty sizable compared to like a room that you would have in a newer New York City apartment. It has its window up there, so you do get the natural sunlight. This room was his office. So even this room is bigger. Let me see, this room right here was actually the size, I can say, of one of our bedrooms in our other place in New York City, but it's a little wider, sadly, because even with this right here, this little space, you could put a dresser there. We didn't even have that much space. By the time you put a queen bed, you have a little bit of a walkway like that. So, but anyway, this was an extra room. And so is this one, which is almost a similar size. And once again, because it goes in, you could put a dresser there. So you're not losing space. That's extra. That's very important. A dresser can go right here. That is very important. And then they have the windows. So each room has windows. And then lastly, this is the bathroom. It needs to be clean, but that's the bathroom, right? So this house is a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom home. And you do have a closet right here. So in short, this whole house, I believe my customer rented for $2,700. But our first apartment in the high rise in Brooklyn, in one of the tallest buildings in Flatbush, it was $3,300, and that was back in, feels like going on 4 years ago. And then our Harlem apartment, the first one was a 1-bedroom, the $3,300, and the second bedroom was about $3,100. So you get a full house, and then I'll show you what else, and then I'm gonna leave. So not only would you have gotten an extra room, you have a lawn, you have a driveway to fit a lot of cars. And you have a garage if you want to fit one car during the winter, and then you could do work in here, etc. And let me just show you the huge backyard. In terms of the house, right, to give you an idea how big this backyard is, if we take the whole house, this whole house in this lot, you can easily build another 3 of these homes back here, and there'll still be space depending on how you angle the houses. Yeah, you could build another 3 houses in the back. So that's what you get in Albany compared to New York City.